Well, welcome to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. This is going to be your weekly reading for June 19th to June 25th of 2023. Just one moment. For those of you who are new to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light, welcome. I'm having tea difficulties at this moment. Hold on. Let's see. If you are new to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light, welcome. As you can see, this is a new channel, so make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of this channel. For those of you who've already subscribed, welcome back. May you find the clarity, confirmation, understanding that you seek or need. For some of you who lack patience, hey, you can seek your answer. Believe me, seek and ye shall find. This is a safe space for all zodiac signs. So let's go ahead and move forward. I am a true believer that when I am being told to be still or when and when not to release a reading, I'm very obedient. So if you are an impatient person, let's call it this, okay? Because I like to call errors or difficulties or discrepancies as good, like small little. They're like the starter, right, to transformation, or the starter to improve self. So if you find yourself this week impatient, pay attention, because that's a distraction. Why are you impatient? What has placed you in a headspace to be impatient? Is it a want? Is it a need? Do you need it? Or is it just, are you hyper? Have you intake too much caffeine? Are you irritated? Have you taken on someone else's power that you're not familiar with? It's just something to reconsider or to be considerate about this week. So I've pre-spread your spread, and the overall weekly is we have the Four of Pentacles, all right, in reverse. And normally when the Four of Pentacles is in upright, so it is a good thing that the Four of Pentacles is inverted, okay? I am happy that it's inverted because this is to me, we're just focused on the Four of Pentacles that is inverted. That for one, your intuition is on point. And what you see that everyone else should see, could see, but they are not going to engage and say, yeah, you're right. Okay, because it's giving me a majority rules. So it's kind of like you are the leader of your own leadership, and you don't conform to everyone else, but you will call things out for what it is. And so this week is kind of like everyone else now sees what it is that you were trying to get everyone else to see. If this is regarding a situation or a person, it's kind of like you're saying, like, this person is fake, this person is selfish, this person has this sinister, right? This person is wearing a mask, like they got it like that. For someone does have it like that, but it's because of their seniority in life. Okay, wherever they reside, they are a big fish where they are. But if they were to move, they would not be a big fish. They would be a minnow, smaller than a fish. Okay, so if this has to do with a person, This person is now being called out. Okay. Now, in pertaining to self, this is saying that you are open this week. You're not holding yourself back this week. You're not worried about material things of what lacks to be able to make your next moves. And that's what I love about this Four of Pentacles. But definitely this week, as of today, right? Today's the 19th. That's the beginning of your weekly viewer. Sometimes I think I'm on the podcast. And speaking of the podcast, if you have not yet went over there you will find a lot of your collective and general readings as well. And there should be a link to the description box because there's readings for Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Sometimes if you don't see the weekly here on YouTube, it's because it's on the podcast. Okay. So make sure you go over there to the podcast. If you don't see the link in the description box, there is a SGL Podcast Handle that's available to you. So you'll be able to find it there as well. Also, just let me get this out of the way. For all inquiries, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. And that information is in the description box as well. So again, back to the Four of Pentacles here, which is the overall for the weekly, is pay attention to your distractions. I'm not saying stop what you're doing. I'm saying pay a question, like, why am I distracted? And one of those distractions is, why am I irritated? Why am I in a rush? What is it that I'm not seeing that I need to slow down, whether that's your thought process or your action when it comes to movement, how you go about things, right? You may be a multitasker, right? But this week it's saying slow down. And for some of you, that could be irritating because you're used to being on the go. All right. Something about that being connected to mental health. It's like someone keeps themselves busy, then having to face, I'm not going to say reality, it's having to face what you need to work on within yourself, right? It's like someone keeps themselves occupied all the time. They keep their mind going so that past memories don't resurface in their mind, because when they slow down, it feels like it traps them in some type of way, and it causes the reaction to take their personal past memories out on other people, basically lash out. It's like someone comes and they're really, really happy, right? And then they go to the store and they come back and they're lashing out on you. And you're like, what did I do to you? It's that type of energy. About this Four of Pentacles, of it being inverted, is that you're not being controlling this week. You're not being possessive, right? So that's really, really good. And being possessive about how your growth is this week, or you're not being possessive when it comes to possessions of people, places, or things, and pertaining to your connections and your relationships, right? So this week, be honest with yourself, okay? I also was getting that someone complains about everything, and it's not giving me a nuisance energy. It's not even spoiled. It's just someone that always calls things out, and they're always the one that complains. And it's like there's this severing, not the severing of a ties, but it's kind of like someone's distancing themselves from this type of energy. And it's so because someone realizes it's not your responsibility to, it's as a friend or, a loved one. Yeah, it's a good thing to make someone aware of their actions or how they're behaving, but it's not a requirement. And they say that, when we do those gestures of making someone aware, it's a gesture of love and compassion, empathy. And I'm getting that whoever this, now it does feel like a nuisance, but it doesn't feel like, it just feels like just someone that complains, and it's like, why complain? Do something about it. Either you're going to leave the connections you deal with, or you're going to have to call someone else and complain about these people to someone else. I don't want to hear about your job. If you're not happy, prepare yourself for a new job. But I don't feel like it's really as big as what it is or what this person complains about. I just feel like them complaining, it fills the void of, they're trying to master some type of attention, but they're not getting the attention that they need. All right. And there's something about choosing a new cycle. And when I got that download, it was giving me new circles of friends, a whole new association. All right. So someone has a realization, whoever this complainer is, it hits home for them where they realize that they've pushed their true circle away to realize that they're the only one in their circle, and something needs to change. Now let's go ahead and move on to your archetypes of the wild unknown. We have the warrior here, and this also represents strength, and the 5 represents change as well. But also what I wanted to let you know was it's Virgo energy as well. It's terrifying. It's this someone this week, it's like, you don't care what anyone says about your past, or even as of today, if someone wants to look at you and to judge your character, it's like you don't care because you're experienced, you're wise. And this is giving me this week, someone's coming in as their true self with their approach of their true self. And they're saying, you accept me for who I am. I don't care what past you bring up. I'm here. My presence is here. So why are you complaining? It's giving me that type of energy. Now, pertaining to this warrior heart, this week, someone's going to have a change of heart. And they're going to have to be brave, because it feels like someone is expressing this. And it's very difficult because them expressing it to you can feel a little intimidating because you can see right through them. So it's like someone chokes on their own words to get you to see or to acknowledge that they're having a heart transformation. This week, taking a risk on love. All right. So it's like make a believer out of me type energy, because like I said, you're very intuitive and you're really brave, especially when you already know pre-outcomes of things. It says your experience, your experience, whatever it is, says does not offend you. So whatever is being said here with the 4 of Pentacles connected to this warrior energy, it's kind of like the old you is gone. This is me now. And nothing is holding you back because you release things. This is your universal love of extension, the weeping tree, the release. Okay. There's an enlightenment here within the strength, this warrior, this Virgo here. Someone is saying, believe what you want to believe. That's fine. And you're being very positive about this. You're taking action. You're being very brave here, putting yourself first. Now, moving forward, that's what's significant about this week for you. Now, the situation here is the Bardo. Okay, and it's a 50 thing. It's kind of like you have this realization that you have given 50 for a full 50%, and it's been one-sided. A new heart is being a heart that was broken, and a new heart is being birthed that is unbreakable, viewer. Okay, a lesson learned that was one-sided. And so it's kind of like what your past experience of what you've experienced has now birthed a new heart that's unbreakable. Now we have the number 29 here with self here, which is the challenge, situation, outcome. And 29 deals with change, progression, and ambition. So this week, just strive to improve yourself. Um, Start saving your dates, meaning, special things. Start creating things for yourself. For some of you, it's kind of like um, taking the initiative. For those of you who are stepping out into the dating world, it's kind of like make time to get to know other people. Others of you, it's kind of like, creating memories that you create as a tradition. So start saving dates that are meaningful, okay? Are It's definitely saying this week, pay attention to what you haven't paid attention to, okay? Your guardian angel is reaching out to you if you're seeing the number 29 so often. I was also getting the 29th of June. Something could be significant. All right. 29 symbolizes endings and conclusions, and it also symbolizes completion. And so this lets me know when it comes to you this week, you are no longer allowing prejudgment to hold you back, or past judgment to uh, to to stop you from discovering this adventure that's for you. And this adventure is going to help improve your personal self growth as well. Um, so this week, trust in your abilities, viewer, your thoughts, and your perceptions. Saying yes to adventure will help you this week for more satisfaction in life. Also, be open to new opportunities. Be open, because it's saying you're being open here. Okay. You're being open this week for new opportunities and adventures. And I need you to understand this as a side note, that sometimes these things are necessary to get out of your comfort zone. Okay. And when you do that, you will then see how you have grown. Okay. All right. So also, I'm almost done with the channel messages, and then we're going to go into your overall direction and your overall focus, as well as your angel guide messages. And we have your, I haven't named these cards yet. It'll come to me. FYIs, okay? We'll call it that. Expect this week, someone is finally healing grief. Congratulations. Congratulations. Someone has finally healed from grief, and this person no longer wants to hurt people because of what hurt that was caused upon them or what they've experienced. So basically, someone this week is saying, I no longer want to hurt people. Just because I haven't healed, I don't want to hurt. And it feels like whoever they're trying to, it's like someone is trying to show someone like I am going to do better. It's no longer I want to do better. They're saying now I am going to do better. But it feels like the person on the receiving end is like, I just don't have the capacity, or I don't have the time or space or energy to make room for your proposal. And whoever you are, don't give up, because just because right now they're unable to see your actions, keep showing up. Okay. All right. All right. Moving forward. This week, someone may try to reconnect based off your past experience with this person. You don't believe this person. It's kind of like what I was just saying. It's like there's people coming, resurfacing, and it's a good thing. You're you have this strong boundary, and it's not, no one's trying to this week, no one's trying to infiltrate. It's like people just want access. Just so for someone just to say, yeah, I spoke to the viewer. I don't know if you're a fire sign, air sign, a water sign, or earth sign, but it's just like someone just wants to be able to say that they've had contact with you, because it feels like in their world, people have been asking about you. Moving forward, there is a union this week. It's taken place, and there's preparation regarding this union. This person is fighting. They are a fighter, okay? And they never back down to anyone, but when it comes to you, like you're their weakness. This person is not going to fight with you. You win whatever you say. If you say that this person is lying, they're going to say, okay, I was lying. They don't fight against you. Like, they don't try to prove that they're right. And now this person is coming back around. They're saying, no, I'm fighting for this connection. Okay, you fill in the blank of, is this a parent? Is this a child? Is this your spouse, your partner, your significant other, ex? But they are not backing down. They're saying, no, I am here. I am not running away from you. You're going to hear me out. At least hear me out. Okay. So overall, a discussion heals all wounds. So let's go ahead and take a look at your overall direction. We have the Justice in reverse, which is dishonesty. And then we have the Four of Swords. And it feels like with the Four of Swords here, you don't care, because it's like, I already knew you were lying with the High Priestess. Excuse me. So it's kind of like, yeah, whatever. By the truth resurfacing this week, it gives someone the space and the freedom. It ignites this fire energy where you're doing what you want to do, and it feels good. And you're saying no with the Queen of Wands in reverse. You're saying, no, I'm not being selfish. I'm finally putting myself first. So rumor has it is you're being inconsiderate. No, it's not true. We have the Queen of Swords, and that's that perceptive. Okay, it's not true with the Four of Wands here. A lot of fours here. It's like there's a lot of connection this week when it comes to belonging and feeling wanted and needed. And honesty is the key to everything. We have the Four of Wands here. And this is, dealing with home. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, a bad investment. And it's to each your own. It's like someone, okay, there's two energies here. There's someone who goes out in adventure, and they go out to be spontaneous just to hurt someone, but they end up hurting themselves. Versus there's someone that says, you know what, I knew the truth all along, and they set themselves free. And they feel free now, but now they have this strong boundary where it's unapproachable. All right. Your overall focus this week, we have call to action, heart awakening, and love acceptance. All right. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth this week. With the heart awakening, it says awaken to accept and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Also, with the call to action, it says take charge, lead by example. All right. Your angel guide messages, we have courage and bravery, romance and connection. My stomach is talking and I'm not hungry. To eat something. Excuse me, I was talking out loud. We have romance and connection, ease and grace, and joy and content. I love this. This is that proposal, that preparation, and that union, and that connection. Whether this is a connection with someone else, a reunion, or this is just self. You're taking a brave and you are accepting a new circle. It's a new way of life, a new way of being. And it's this spark. you're creating a new spark this week. Very nice. Now, how to maintain that spark? We haven't got to that, because I think you are going to have a moment where emotional. It may feel like an emotional roller coaster, but for the most part, it could be a moment where you look in the mirror and it's kind of like, and it hits you. Okay. All right. So we have positive. There's 4. This is FYIs. 4 deals with home. Also, 4 deal with family. What else does 4 deal with? Foundations this week. Being positive about those areas. Okay. We have Aries in reverse. Okay. So this is 2 ways. Either you're not dealing with the Aries this week and Aries is not dealing with you, or this is saying you can't mask the Aries energy of being unapologetic and acting like you don't care, and you do this week. We have 4 weeks, a lot of 4s coming out here. 4 weeks is a month. Okay. So if this has to do with this person that's coming back around, give them a month. Okay. Because I'm not seeing you going out of your way and, to see if the actions add up. I just give it time. We have deceit in reverse. So there is truth. We have 5 in reverse. Someone could be having difficulties with believing is someone going to change, because if someone's shown you up to this point that they can't make a believer out of you, and the bad outweighs the good, vice versa. It's like, show me. And this person is saying, okay, it's like, it's like, okay, I'm going to show you, but I know you don't believe me. It just feels like whoever this is, they feel like they're on timeout and they're free. Or you feel like you're on timeout. You're not really spreading your wings like you should. Everyone can see how beautiful your wings are, and they're trying to figure out how come you're not getting out. Okay. We have Wednesday. Something significant about Wednesday. We have 4 months in reverse. See all these 4s. I want to clarify these 4 months. Tell me, what is this 4 months? We have the 9 of Pentacles. This 2 the 9 of Wands. This 2 shall pass. You can do this. You can get out there. You don't have to wait for something to come in. Like, for instance, someone could say, oh, I need some money to do X, Y, and Z. It's like, no, go do what you need to go do. Get out there. Nothing is holding you back. These are people saying they see your wings. You can't see your wings. They're trying to figure out, like, why are you not living? Go live your life. We have awareness of others. All right. This is someone, if this is a same-sex situation, or this is someone that you're in business with, they have feelings for you, and no one can hide it. Everyone else can see it. Okay. We have April. Someone's name could be April or something significant. April is in the month of, it's the 4th month. It is something significant. And then we have lie. Okay. I don't feel like you're being deceived. And I feel like if it's past lies, you knew they were lies, and you were lying to yourself, trying to say otherwise. But moving forward, let's go ahead and pull your affirmation. So now is the time to let go of which does not serve you anymore. Okay. This is your monthly, your universal love of extension, release, rejuvenate, and restoration. It says, I feel loved and cherished. Do you? Something I left behind. It says, my body is healthy. My mind is brilliant. My soul is tranquil. Let me grab one more. I will continue to foster healthy relationships. All right. All right. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.